how about them Cowboys? Put a 40 bomb on the Giants. I mean, I get it. The Giants did not look good.
No.
They didn't look like a football team.
I can tell you one thing to take away from this win, which, again, it was phenomenal to watch because it's like I love one.
I'm so jealous.
Dude, it's hard to be us, dude. Just wait till December, dude.
It's hard to be you, dude.
That's when we start losing.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait till the playoffs.
It starts getting
dude.
cold, and we're like, fuck this.
We just start now.
Anyways, but no, it was like the game was good. Man, there were lots of super positive things I saw. I felt like the defense was playing super well. Michael Parsons was doing a really good job of getting mobile, getting around people. The only thing I can say is, dude, the Giants team didn't show up, dude. They couldn't hold anybody up front.
Really?
Michael Parsons was beating people around the corner. They'd send him on stunts, and nobody was picking him up. Whenever they started running Pollard, which, again, I was excited to see, Pollard being fucking number one man to see, he's going to get his takes, what they're going to look like. He definitely looked like he kind of shrunk down a little bit.
Okay.
He looked quite a bit skinnier. Okay. But
I don't
know. Maybe not. Maybe it was just
He was never eating the cereal like Zeke, though.
yeah. But again, you're probably right. It's like I kind of compare him to Zeke, and Zeke was just he's a large individual.
He got me a lot of points on my fantasy team, so
There you go, brother.
I was happy about that.
I mean, he did well, and the thing was I was watching. There was a couple of different plays. There's one I remember where they pulled Zach Martin from the guard position. And he was pulling out to kick out the end, and then the fullback was going to come in to lay the line, and then Pollard breaks off. It was big. It was like 10 or 15 yards, but it was like, Zach Martin comes across, fullback blocks it, and it's just the fucking hole is huge.
Yeah.
And it's just like that is my favorite part of football is like when you see a good play that gets like, boom, here comes a kick out, here comes a guard pulling around or whatever, or maybe it's just down blocks working up to linebackers, and it's like when these holes just open up.
That perfect execution.
Yeah. And it was like I saw a lot of good stuff from there. I saw a lot of good stuff from even Tyron Smith when they were trying to get him out and be mobile. I thought our run game did good. I think I was not super, super stoked about what I saw from Dak.
What time did they play on? At noon?
No, they played like 7:20.
Oh, there was a late game. I didn't watch the game.
Night. It was Sunday night football.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
You didn't hear Carrie Underwood? Sunday night.
No, dude, I was freaking two
Been
beer
all
pitchers
day
down.
for a Sunday night.
He was just like,
Alyssa was tucking me in bed by that time,
they take me home.
brother. I'm telling you, man. Sunday after that win, I was tossing back those beer pitchers, man.
But no,
So was I for the opposite reason.
It was good though. Some of the couple things I saw with Dak is like, there's all this controversy being built up because it's like, okay, we bring in Trey Lance. We bring in Trey Lance without telling anybody.
Yeah.
There's
did he get any snaps? No snaps. Okay.
Cooper Rush got snaps, right?
Cooper Rush, baby.
Cooper Rush, baby.
Okay.
So here's the other thing, right? Is like I personally am a little biased toward Cooper Rush because I think that in those four games that he got to fill in, I think he did a good job. I think he stood in the pocket. I think he delivered his throws and was very decisive. Nice. There were things I saw from Dak on the game on Sunday that, were, again, him not knowing where to go. There's one play in particular where it's like, he drops back in the pocket and you see somebody and it's like he steps and he's coming from the back foot to the front foot, but then he doesn't let go and like pulls himself back and kind of throws somewhere in the middle.
Huh.
And the ball is fucking into the dirt.
Yeah.
And it's just like, in that instance, it's like you obviously know he wants to do it. He's trying to pull it back.
Yeah.
And
don't hesitate.
And that's the thing is, I saw a couple instances where it was just like it seemed like he couldn't make up his mind. I saw some where it was like they were good, they were okay throws, but some of them were into double coverage to someone where it's like, okay, you don't have a big name. CeeDee Lamb is amazing. He's great.
Yeah. And
even with that, he had a shot to CeeDee Lamb in the end zone. He turns around, comes up, and it's just 6 inches above his hands. And it's close, and it could have been great, but it's like those little plays are, I think, what make more of an impact than it's like, okay, boom, you hit it somebody else lane. Yeah. Okay, you hit somebody on a deep cross. You know, you hit somebody on a fucking comeback or something. It's
Right.
It's like, I'm glad you can make those plays, but it's like in these ones where, I don't know. I guess for me, it's like, I like Dak. I like his mobility. I don't think Cooper Rush has the mobility, but I think Cooper Rush stands tall in the pocket and at least is confident where he throws. And then, you know what? If fucking gets intercepted, gets intercepted. But at least fucking put it on him, dude.
Right.
Put it on him.
That's exactly what especially, you know, younger, well, I wouldn't say, I'd say maybe a quarterback should kind of look more into is making those freaking passes. Make that damn pass. If it gets intercepted, it gets intercepted, man. Look at freaking Brett Favre. He had the most interceptions probably ever.
Look at Josh Allen.
And Josh Allen.
Josh Allen since Josh Allen has come, I mean, I know they got beat by the Bills. I mean, they are the Bills. They got beat by the Jets on Monday Night Football without Aaron Rodgers, right? But I mean, did anyone really think that the Jets wouldn't win at home on 9/11? Come on. But you know, Josh Allen, we all know how great he is and how high on the pedestal he's put as one of the great young quarterbacks of the league, right? Since he's coming to the league, he leads all quarterbacks in turnovers.
I wonder if it's just because they have had such a good defense so far. Is those turnovers have not turned into points, so they haven't lost?
They have a great defense, but also he leads in turnovers, and then he goes and will just ball out the rest of the game, you know, with his legs. He's a gunslinger, you know, and he's not afraid to take those chances, which is what you want. You like, I would rather have a guy gunslinging the ball downfield and not afraid to take the chance than what we do is just dink and dunk with screens all day.
Like when y'all had Phillip Rivers, back when you were
back when I was a Chargers fan.
But I
RIP.
mean, with Dak Prescott, man, I see him going down the same direction that Aaron Rodgers went, was where they're they're like almost triple thinking their throws. It's like just when you look at when Dak was a little bit younger, his early years with the Cowboys, he was making those passes. He was freaking amazing, right? Mm-hmm. And then I feel like all of a sudden he stops like limiting himself from making that pass. Maybe there's a second thought, hey, maybe I shouldn't make that. Maybe I should just throw it out of bounds. I don't want him to go down that road. Man, I have the Cowboys winning the freaking Super Bowl this year, all right? And a lot of people didn't believe in the Cowboys before their first game.
We put a 40 bomb on them, baby.
And all of a sudden, they're talking about, you look at other, sports plays. Yeah, you look at other sports networks out there, and they're talking about the Cowboys defense, how they're a Super Bowl defense.
Oh, they are.
And, dude, exactly what I was trying to say.
Which is why we are the best NFL analysts.
That's exactly right. Pay us shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's like but it was like talking about the defense is like, I remember I'm sitting there watching the game and we're just dominating these suckers, and I'm like, man, we're fucking best wherever, and fucking big fucking boy, duh. It's makes that pass. And all of a sudden, that guy breaks loose, and Diggs starts hawking behind him. And I'm like, shit, man. And I saw his arm go up, and it was like, even in my head, I was like, that fucking ball's coming out. It's just like the way the game has gone. Why wouldn't it? And sure shit, knocks it right out. Oh. And then we get the fumble back.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like, man, we had a kick block for a touchdown, pick six for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Strip got the ball back. It was like, whoever had Cowboys defense in their fantasy.
Yeah.
Great.
Sure you probably won last week.
Probably won.
Yeah, great fucking game.
If you had Cowboys defense and Tyreek Hill, you definitely won your league.
Yeah.
Because Tyreek went for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns or something crazy like that.
I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. It did look like, to me, again, it's the Giants offense. I know that's not how it's going to be with better offenses going forward.
Right.
But it's just like, to me, there was lots of penetration. There was lots of backs having to stutter step, choose different holes, which allowed all of our linebackers and corners times to get there. So it was like, to put it 0 points in the NFL, as a professional, it's like you have to be doing something for someone to not get 3 points.
Well, and the Giants, it's not like last year they were scrubs.
Right.
Like
they made the playoffs.
Last year they made the playoffs. They took they took a step forward. Brian Dable comes in from the Bills as their head coach, right? and changes up that offense. Saquon is healthy, and you're thinking, oh, so this year they're going to take another step forward, and then they start off like this. All I can say is, as a Bears fan, to anyone who's a Giants fan out there, with which I don't think I've ever met one in real life, so I'm not sure if y'all exist, but to all the Giants fans out there, thank you so much for being the only team that looked worse than the Bears on Sunday. I really appreciate it. I appreciate not being at the absolute bottom. We're just near the bottom.
Yeah. And as a Packers fan, we'll see you in the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see us for sure.
Playoffs. What are those?
Yeah.